Hi there guys, it's your boy the Shishi Dash and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Dash of the Gunners. Come on man, you already know man. This is where I talk about all things Arsenal related, hot topics and trending stories. And do I have a hot topic for you today? A real trending story. Finally, some real good news coming out of Arsenal. And that's the news of Bukayo Saka, our star boy, signing a new 5-year contract, a new 5-year deal, 5-year extension that's going to keep him at Arsenal until 2031. And he's going to be our highest paid player. Hey, man, it is what it is. But look, actually, in saying that, I know there's been a lot of reports leading with that. And for me, it's like, does it matter? Does it matter in terms of how much he's getting paid and stuff like that? Just celebrate the fact that you signed a 5-year deal without needing to mention that, oh yeah, it's the highest paid player. Like, come on, man. Like, I know what you like doing with that, but I'm gonna get into that part later on. Just bear with me. But before I jump into this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button, comment, subscribe, and just as important, make sure that you press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my shows. Because it makes sense though, right? If you don't miss out on my shows, then you'll be able to like, comment, and share it and all that kind of stuff. So don't forget to do that. Appreciate it. Anyway, jumping back into this video, I'm going to get like the official breakdown of what was reported in regards to Bukayo Saka signing his new deal. This was reported by Sammy Mockbell, the senior football correspondent at the BBC, and it stated that England winger Bukayo Saka has signed a new 5-year contract with Arsenal until 2031. As I mentioned, the sources have told BBC Sport that the agreement will make Saka the club's best paid player on wages in excess of 300,000 per week. Cash. It must be the money. Hey man, well done. Talks over a new deal have been ongoing for nearly a year, with Saka verbally agreeing to commit his future to the club in January. So we knew about that in January. It was like kind of preliminary kind of talks and agreements and stuff like that. But you know, I'm guessing now it's pretty much been made official that yeah, he signed a new 5-year deal. Saka signed his previous deal, which was due to expire in 2027, so next year, back in 2023. But his renewal now means that the 24-year-old has committed his peak years to the Gunners, and that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. For so long, we've lost some of our great young talents. You know what I mean? Our youngsters. Well, I'm calling Saka a youngster, but like, you know, young players that have showed promise or like they're gonna be the next big thing, and then we've had to sell them on. You know what I mean? And not just young players, like our best players, we've had to sell them because we're repaying back the stadium, or we're selling them on because we've got to drop the wages in the squad, or we're getting rid of players because, you know, for whatever reasons, or letting them off, go on a free because we've not managed their contract situation, all of that. Now what we're seeing is that we're securing our assets. We're securing our best players. So, you know, they stay with us for a long time, or if they stay for a period of time and then they need to go, then we can sell them off and get some peas. You know what I mean? We can be rewarded for the efforts that we've also put into the player, right? But yeah, man, it's what you need to be doing as a big club, man. You need to be securing your assets. What else? What else was said here? I think that was kind of pretty much the breakdown. I'm seeing here like the likes of obviously who? William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ethan Wanyeri, Lewis Skelly have signed. They've all signed long term. So they did that in the summer. You know what I mean? So the likes of Bukayo Saka being able to signing his long-term future to the club is fantastic news. I'm hearing the likes of, obviously Declan Rice is going to be next and all that kind of stuff. This is the news that we've wanted to hear, man. This is the news that I want to hear. Good news, positive news. For a little bit now, man, it's been creeping in. Like, it's all that negativity, the bad news. Like, we're hearing things about Odegaard and he's unsettled, he might leave and all that kind of stuff in the summer. And I'm thinking this is during a period of time where we should be just on an ultra positive vibe, man. We're trying to push on all fronts in all competitions to win something, to be successful. Why is all of this bad news trying to creep in? But I feel like at this point, sorry to go on a bit of a tangent, but I feel like at this point, because there isn't much negative stuff to talk about us, because we're doing, we're doing okay this season, innit? We're doing decent this season. Because there ain't much negative stuff, like you can see that they're forcing it. They don't want to say anything good, you know what I mean? They don't want to be like boasting and boosting us, but they want to just make up all of these things. I say make up, I don't know where they're getting these news from about Odegaard and stuff like that. Then you're seeing things like with Arteta, because he didn't sign one of the fans' top while he was sitting in traffic with his family and all that kind of stuff. I believe he was following protocol because he did mouth that, he can't do it, he's not allowed. And then people are getting onto Arteta, and that's like the news of the day and stuff like that. Come on, man. Miss us with all that negativity. The good news right now is Bukayo Saka, our star boy, our Haaland boy. An extension to his contract, 5 years, is much welcome. Regards to how much money he's getting, look, he deserves it. He deserves it. I don't think it's just something out of like, they've just plucked the numbers out of nowhere. This is a player like since he broke into the team, like 17, 18, he's been consistent in terms of like how much he means to Arsenal, man. We were going through some real dark times when he broke through. Dark times. This is why we call him our star boy, because he was our shining light during this dark moment, and he continues to be that guy for us, man. He's a senior member of our team. If Odegaard is not captain, then he's one of our vice captains. When he's missing, he's a major miss. He's one of those players that, he could go anywhere and start for any of the teams out there. I don't care. You know what I mean? You can fight me with that comment if you want. But Bukayo Saka needed to sign that extension, and it's much welcome news, man. This is the boost that we needed. This is the feel-good factor that we needed. Block out all the noise. Block it, like fans. This is a message for fans as well. Block out all the noise. Everybody not being like, if we don't stick together, you know what I mean? If we don't stand together, no one else is going to stand by us. Nobody wants us to do well, man. This is the reason why people are just doing and saying all kinds of nonsense. So, well done, Bukayo Saka. Well done, Arsenal, for finding a way to be able to extend his contract 5 years. If he's getting paid 300,000 a week, we understand it. We should understand it. You know what I mean? And this should be something that the younger generation as well, like the Haaland boys that are coming up, to look at Bukayo Saka and say, look, man, he started where we're at and look where he is now. And this is what we can achieve. You know what I mean? All he now needs to add to it, all that Arsenal needs to add to this now is the trophies, the success that's going to be coming with keeping the best players at the club. Like I said, man, we used to lose players like this. Very, very easy to repay the stadium, and we'll miss it. We're letting players go on a free and all that kind of stuff. Now we're securing our assets, and that's what it's all about, man. This is some fantastic news. Trust me, take it as that. This is absolutely brilliant news, and we need to be rejoicing because we're keeping one of our best players at the club. And I can't wait to see him on a pitch. You know what I mean? He's getting fit. He's playing in like a kind of new 8-10 role now. We're going to see if that's going to continue, or was that just a one-off against Wigan? You know what I mean? We're so close to the success that comes with keeping your best players. So fingers crossed, man. This is the road to, winning stuff, with our best players. But let me know how you feel, man, because I could talk on forever and a day in regards to this. Let me know how you feel. Are you happy that Saka signed a new contract? Are you happy with the fact that he's our highest paid player? Or you're kind of like, oh, man, you know what? Does he really deserve it? He hasn't been playing well lately. For me, this is not about lately. This is, look at his legacy as a whole at Arsenal thus far, you know what I mean? This is the reward that he's getting. You know what I mean? This is the reward he's getting, a 5-year contract with the P's that comes with it. But let me know how you feel, man. Put your comments down below and let me know. Also, just before I go, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button, comment, share, do all that, guys. And just as important, make sure that you press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my shows. Until the next time here on A Dash of the Gunners, peace.